Hey, how you doing? I like your face. What's up? I decided to hang up the portrait tomorrow because why not? Also, shout out freaking Jujutsu Kaisen. That a boy. Reverse curse technique. Gambare. I don't know. You know, I alone and the chosen one, I'd win. That kind of stuff. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. You like Jujutsu Kaisen? Okay. Am I the only one that doesn't like resonate with a character? Maybe like except for Yuji. There's like one thing me and Yuji have in common. Other than that, not a single character. It's not like any characters. Or like power kits. Like, I want to be like, oh yeah, I'd have Yuji's powers. I'd have Gojo's powers. I'd have Sukuna's powers. You know, Hakari's powers. That one electric guy powers. Who else is there? The funny dude, he's pretty cool. The judge guy, I like the judge guy. I think I like his powers the most. They're pretty cool. Well, like, there's none of them I would really be like, oh yeah, man, that's me. I'd have those powers. I know you can't choose your powers. Can you choose your power? No. Gojo, wasn't he born with his blue eyes and infinity and I don't remember. I don't know, bro. I'm an anime only fan. I don't read the manga.
I eat pears now.
Okay. Reason I don't read the manga because I don't want to spoil myself. Except there is one major spoiler the entire internet knew about. It was so unavoidable. There was a memorial for it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but like, people were coping for days. They were coping for such a long time. They were like, please! Yeah, it still happened though. You know, can't always have the perfect ending. Talking about endings, let's talk about Conformity Gate, freaking Stranger Things. Bro, everyone and their mama was hoping for a better ending. I 100% knew this crap was not real. I was looking at this like, first of all, the ending's fine. It's not like the best ending in the world, but it's not like a horrible ending. Yeah, they lied about there being like stakes being high. They 100% lied about that, bro. Spoiler alert for Stranger Things. Spoilers! Nobody dies. Not a single soul lost. Not a single soul lost. Except for 11. But then, this is not my father. But then, they quite literally undo her death by like indirectly stating that she's alive. And I know like, oh well, it was actually their theory. No, more spoilers, but this is actually real life. The actor for Vecna, by the way, he's like goated. He killed that role. He quite literally confirmed on the Jimmy Fallon show that she's alive. Is he lying? I don't know. Is he telling the truth? I don't know. But honestly could not care less. Stranger Things, I love Stranger Things, but it's not like, I don't love it. I like it. No, I love it. I love the earlier seasons. It kind of fell off. Everyone and their mama, including me, I'm a part of that. Everyone loves season 3. Season 3 was like the peak of Stranger Things. Season 3 was incredible. Peak writing, bro. And then it kind of just 4 was pretty cool. Eddie, everyone loved Eddie. Eddie was pretty chill. And then they killed him. I knew they were gonna kill him, bro. They introduced the character, and then they kill the character. Those are the stakes. More spoilers for season 5. More spoilers. They reintroduced Callie, this one episode character, and then they killed her. I saw that coming from a mile away, by the way. I knew she was not surviving. I thought Hopper was gonna kill her. Hopper hated her. I hated her as well, bro. She was annoying. No offense to the actor, but her character did not do her right, bro. Her character was horrendous. I don't know what purpose she served, except for like a theory maker for the last episode. Like, oh, she used her illusion powers. As she was bleeding out for like an hour straight. She was bleeding out for an hour straight. And she wasn't even close enough to use her power. She wasn't close enough to Elle to use her powers. She struggles with ranged abilities. Does she not? Holy crap, what's going on here? So, and everyone complained about the freaking plot points. I didn't realize half the plot points because I'm not a die-hard Stranger Things fan, but I'm also not like the smallest fan. I like the show. But like, dude, first of all, I don't know why every single character felt like they died on the inside for the season. They're like, yup, let's just all be extremely bland. No character development? What's that? We don't know what that is. Freaking, they nuked every single character. And then when you think the stakes are high, they lower themselves. On purpose. Bro, freaking Nancy and what's his name? Jonathan? That freaking goop room? No way they were supposed to. They definitely written that out. Like, no, the fans. We gotta think about the fans. Also, don't even get me started on freaking what's this guy? The balding guy. He was super cool. My favorite character. He has like glasses on. I thought he was gonna jump into the airplane with the bomb. That's what I thought he was gonna do. He ended up not doing that. I was like, oh, okay, he didn't do that. It really looked like he like strapped the bomb to his chest. He was gonna jump into the helicopter. I was like, this is the first death? Oh my gosh. This actually might get me emotional. No, he just threw it. I guess that was pretty cool of him. I thought Steve was gonna die. They freaking played us with the black screen of doom. Is Steve dead? Nope, Jonathan Clutch. I guess, man. I guess, but are there actually any stakes at all, or are you guys just trolling? Were those the stakes? The Jonathan Clutch? Oh yeah, we easily killed the Mind Flayer in like a 5-minute boss fight. Oh yeah, man. This 5-season hyped up villain. We just killed him. He's gone. It took more energy and effort to kill his miniature flesh version. You know, the version of him made of flesh from humans. It took more effort and more sacrifice to kill that guy than it did his actual body. The actual Mind Flayer was like 10 times weaker. I know, we have more weapons though. We have more weapons. Dude, that thing was a behemoth. This is like the god of its own dimension, like the main predator of its own dimension. And then we have a grafted amalgamation of multiple people made into one. Obviously the amalgamation is going to be much more weaker, at least in durability wise. Like dude, freaking flare gun gasoline balloon combo was taking care of this guy. I don't know what Steve and Dustin were doing. They were stabbing its egg sacs. I don't know. I don't know if the mind flayer's a girl. Like, unless it works like a seahorse. It's freaking weird freaking mind flayer. Point is, the fight should have been longer. Will didn't die. Will suddenly didn't feel any of the pain. Will just tanked it all. It's like, oh yeah, man, I'm fine. Even though I'm part of the hive mind, I can't feel the burning of its entire face. Its entire head was on fire at one point. Will was like, oh yeah, man. I've felt worse. Oh my gosh, dude. My goodness. My goodness, brother. My goodness. You know, he comes in with the. By the way, they barely used. I mean, they used his powers, and I know it was the final season, but like, shouldn't it have been him and 11 duking it out? All he did was rip off his like Vecna's arm. 11 did like everything else. And I'm not saying 11's weak. 11's like the strongest character in the show, aside from Vecna. And maybe the Mind Flayer. Now the Mind Flayer is definitely the strongest character. But like, she's like the strongest human. Cause Vecna's not human. He's Vecna. I don't know what he is. He's like a zombie hero, Brian. Obviously he's like stronger, but like, bro, I don't know where 11 got this massive speed boost from. No, 11 was losing, bro. Never mind, 11 was losing. She started losing miserably, and I know it's the hive mind that made her win, because like, you know, they're hurting the Mind Flayer, they're hurting Vecna, they hurt the Vecna, they hurt the Mind Flayer. But like, it almost felt as if they had to force it. How do I explain this? I'm not trying to like downplay 11. Like I said, she is the strongest human, aside from like Nancy and her 10 bajillion guns. They just gave Nancy every single weapon. She had an arsenal, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'm just salty that Will didn't get to do anything. Will just kind of sat in the back. Where did they even put Will? They just left him behind. It's like, oh yeah, Will, just stay here. It's fine, Will. Don't worry. We'll take it from here. Also, tell me why Joyce didn't speak for like the first 40 minutes of the entire episode. 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So much time passed, and her only line was just her dropping an F-bomb. And then after that, she's like allowed to speak. Like, I don't know why they ridded her of like speech. Also, they rid of her character. She just became like a major supportive mom. Nothing wrong with that, but like, she was more than this. She was her own person. She was freaking hanging up lights for her kid. Now she's just, Will, you got this, honey. By the way, you have another kid. Like, bro, she forgot Jonathan was a freaking kid. The Jonathan love ceased to exist. We all forgot that. There was no we. I never forgot. Joyce was like, yup. Is her name Joyce? Yeah, her name's Joyce, bro. Why am I forgetting? Jonathan, you might be my kid, but you're allowed to sacrifice yourself. R.I.P. to Jonathan. Also, Hopper tried to sacrifice himself like every 2 minutes. I get it, bro. I get it, but like, chill. Chill, bro. Chill. Where are they gonna put me? Okay, so they sold me. Alright, there we go. And it appears from the ground. That was the level. Hope you like my little Stranger Things rant. They're making a spin-off with like no returning characters, which is pretty cool. It's gonna take place in the past. But how you doing? I don't know. Everyone wanted Conformity Gate. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I was like, this is... I mean, I wasn't saying I didn't want it to happen, because the finale wasn't, like, top-notch, pure cinema. It just... I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. Some characters weren't even in the, like, epilogue. Some characters were completely removed from existence. Freaking that one guy from season 4, that super funny dude, Jonathan's best friend. Oh yeah, he just doesn't exist anymore. He's gone. I think Dustin's, you know, E-Kitten. She disappeared. What's her name? Sammy? The girl that worked with Steve, her and her girlfriend like broke up or something, and they never explained that. She just wasn't there. The Duffer Brothers were like, oh yeah, they might have broken up. What do you mean might have? You guys are the creators of the show. Season 9, wow. Episode 9 happened off screen. They confirmed that. So yeah. Maybe they'll drop a movie, who knows? That's probably the only way of coming back from this. They gotta drop like the movie, like Stranger Things, The Conformity Gate. Siri, what does conformity mean?
Conformity means compliance with standards, rules, or laws.
Okay. Well, R.I.P. Stranger Things. Or just R.I. Just rest in, because I don't know if it's peace. Yeah. Overall, good show. We didn't hit the home run on the ending, but we did hit the home run on the earlier seasons. You win some, you lose some.